What's up guys, Tommy Bowyer here from Movie Rewind, and yep, I am back. After a month off due to exams, I am finally back. And today we will be reviewing Deadpool 2, the sequel to the smash 2016 hit. Deadpool 2 is a comedy which is considered to be a spoof of comic book movies and just movies in general. However, it does have a few tear-jerking moments which may occasionally make someone cry. So, is it as good as the first one? Well, without further ado, let's get into it. So Deadpool 2 stars Ryan Reynolds as the trademark character, and I have to admit, when I saw the first Deadpool, I was blown away by just how brilliant Ryan Reynolds was in that performance. And in Deadpool 2, he really does cement himself as one of the best comic book actors around at this present time. He understands the character so well, and his timing and delivery of all the jokes are just superb. I don't think the movie would be as funny as it is without Ryan Reynolds, because he's just brilliant as Deadpool. And the rest of the cast are quite strong as well. Josh Brolin, just after coming off the success of Avengers Infinity War, is Cable in this movie. And he actually does a good job. I mean, going in I was a little concerned, he looks a bit two-dimensional. But they do a lot of good stuff with him. He kind of reminds me of kind of the Terminator in some aspects. But he does have his emotional moments, so that does kind of work. All the other characters are all well and good. There's, a lot of old from the first one, but they also introduced some new ones. So it's a good bag of old and new, which is exactly what a sequel is supposed to do. With a sequel, you want to develop the characters. You want to develop the story. And I thought that they would struggle to do that in Deadpool 2 because the first one was so unique. But they do a really good job. The characters are really strong. And Deadpool 2 would not be as funny as it is without Ryan Reynolds' amazing performance. The jokes are also very good. They're very strong. I mean, as I've said before, Deadpool had such a brilliant sense of humour and uniqueness to it that the jokes just felt fluid. And even though they changed director, like midway through this film, when it was being made, the jokes still work. There's a load of, strong jokes. And I would really like to understand how much of that was the old director and how much of that was the new director. Because there was kind of two directors in this film. And they've kind of moulded together to create this one. And some of the jokes are really strong. I would say that the jokes in Deadpool were a little bit funnier than these ones, but it's still, quite strong jokes. And the best bit, the best joke they have is they introduced the X-Force, which everyone was like, oh my god, brilliant. But they basically say a massive fuck you to the X-Force. They literally slate them, they take the mick out of them and everything, and it is so funny. Especially one of them is called the Vanisher, and for some reason just seeing an invisible man with just a parachute, I don't know why, that just cracks me up every time. I don't know why. No one else found that funny. So I'd say the jokes are good in this. Deadpool just had tiny bit better jokes, but just that's it, to be honest. They just had better jokes. But this one, the jokes are still funny, so it's still worth a watch. On the other hand, there are some problems with Deadpool 2. Just like the first one, the villain is incredibly weak. I mean, a lot of the jokes he's involved with are based on very old stereotypes, and for the majority of the movie it just doesn't work. You don't really get the threatening nature from him. But I suppose it's not about the villain. You can kind of take it because Deadpool's an anti-hero. So it's more focused on Deadpool and his team rather than the villain. So I think they could have improved on that. They could have made the villain stronger. But that's minimal. It didn't really affect the overall, brilliant nature of the film. So it's a very, very, very small nitpick there. However, Deadpool 2 does do something which Deadpool didn't do. And that is, it had quite emotional moments. Especially between Deadpool and his girlfriend. A lot of those moments were quite emotional, and some people in the cinema were even starting to tear up. And that's something I thought no one would ever think a Deadpool movie would do. So, yeah, I have to give Deadpool 2 credit for that. It had emotional moments, which kind of developed the character and made you feel more sympathy for Deadpool as a character. So I kind of have to give Deadpool 2 credit for that. It did something different to the first one in the aspect that it had sympathetic and emotional moments. Therefore, it raised it above Deadpool because of that sympathetic nature of the film. So in conclusion, Deadpool 2 is very funny. It's got great jokes in it, it's got great character development, it's got new characters mixed in with the old characters, it's got superb action scenes, great direction, and emotional moments which kind of elevate it above the first one. Although, I still think the first one is better than this one. For some reason, I just think that it was more unique. We'd really never seen a film like Deadpool before, so it was kind of unique. But Deadpool 2, Deadpool 2 has a better ending. I would really recommend seeing the ending. I'm not going to give away any spoilers, but if you've watched my Green Lantern movie review, you'll probably understand why I liked the ending of Deadpool 2 so much. So, Deadpool 2, it's not as good as the first one, but it's still an incredibly enjoyable film, and that's why I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. And it deserves it. They did a superb job, especially as I thought they weren't going to do well at all. So well done, guys, you did great work. So thanks for watching, guys. I really do hope that you enjoyed my Deadpool 2 movie review. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe in order to receive great and maybe even improved quality content in the future. And now it's finally summer. My summer special with Ryan Beefcake Flack will be coming out very, very, very soon. I've just got to edit it and then publish it, so it'll be out very soon. And I'm going to be here all summer. There's going to be at least one video a week, possibly 2 if I have the time. So I hope you enjoy it, and I will see you in the next one. See ya!